Hi everyone, my name is Tessa Jordan, and by the time this is shared with you, I will be a new graduate from the St. Ambrose University Master of Public Health program. Just a couple slides here to show you what I've been working on for the last several months with my applied practicum experience and integrated learning experience. For my applied practicum experience, I spent 200 hours over the last several months with an organization called A Step Ahead Chattanooga, whose mission is to remove barriers to contraception through education, outreach, and access to birth control. My internship experience with them has been so wonderful. Tina Vance and Mandy Easterly, who were my primary contacts there, I would just like to give a shout out to them. They have been exceptional and have taught me so much. The primary products that I created throughout this experience were contraceptive counseling education aids that could be utilized by their phone line workers who receive calls from clients to schedule appointments for birth control, which A Step Ahead covers at no cost, as well as covering the cost of well woman exams and transportation. So for these education aids, these phone line workers will use them to provide information to callers about the contraceptives available that A Step Ahead covers, so that when they go to appointments, they're well informed and can make the decision that best suits their needs. In addition to these education aids, I created a series of infographics that can be used on their website, social media platforms, through email. Basically just another format of the same information from the education aids that can be used to reach a broader audience. In addition to the two primary products, my ILE is a third product that is being shared with A Step Ahead Chattanooga, which goes into detail of the effects of legislation and economics on contraceptive education, especially in areas like Tennessee, where there's a lot of restriction put in place by legislation. So for my integrated learning experience, I wanted to do a deep dive into how legislation and economics can affect organizations like A Step Ahead in their ability to provide services to their constituents. This wasn't an original product for my APE, but it is going to be shared with them because of its relation to their ability to provide the care that they do provide. So the ILE was titled the Women's Sexual Health Education Media Pack: How to Provide Education in the Face of Legislative Constraints. So Tennessee is an abstinence-only education state, and as of 2024, schools and organizations like A Step Ahead can no longer provide any kind of health education to minors without written parental consent. So that changed my APE a little bit because my original products were going to be geared to providing in-person education or web education to people of all ages. So this paper really does a deep dive into how those new laws and how previous laws impact the ability for us to be able to provide sex education and reproductive health education to people of all ages, and how resources like those that I created in the applied practicum experience can be utilized by A Step Ahead and other organizations to continue to provide education in light of these legislative constraints. For the ILE, I just want to say a big thank you to Dr. Colleen Doak for her feedback and guidance in writing this paper, as well as Erin Sadawasser-Hermiston and Melissa Scher for their guidance and continued support throughout this process. So what is next for me? I plan to continue my current career as a flight paramedic, as you can see on the right there, with the assistance of my dog Sam. And I'm going to explore my options for careers in public health. This program has really developed my passion for women's health and women's sexual health education. So I'm really just trying to find where I can fit into that space and how I can best provide what I have learned and use it to help serve others. Like I said, I have a newfound passion for public health and women's sexual health education. This program has given me so many resources from people that I know I can return to with questions, and material resources that I was not aware of previously. And with the current political climate and the changes to come in the next few years, it just makes me feel even more passionate to get into this field of public health and really help protect the rights of women and the reproductive health space. Thank you to everyone from St. Ambrose MPH. I've had the greatest time in this program, and thank you for listening.